Hello, I'm Don Yarman, the Executive Director of OPLIN, here to talk about OPLIN's proposed plan to help libraries with their branch internet connections. One of OPLIN's strategies in the service of maintaining public connections to digital information is to offer to assist libraries with their internal internet needs. Most of our services in response to this have been pretty passive, offering our advice when libraries approach us, but we're considering something more proactive. As a statewide consortium, OPLIN can use the E-rate process statewide to seek better, more affordable broadband services to branches on the local level. Let me explain by outlining, without jargon, how E-rate works in general. It begins with a library releasing a request for proposals for the services that they're looking for. Vendors will submit their bids, the library evaluates what they receive, and if one of the proposals is satisfactory, they can move forward with a contract now or wait until later in the process. And then they request discounts for the service. E-rate staff audit the request, and the library answers the auditor's questions. If everything is in line, funding is approved. The library can then move forward with a contract, if they haven't already, and notify E-rate of the start of service. At this point, if it's relevant, they certify whether they comply with the Children's Internet Protection Act, but for what we're proposing, SEPA doesn't apply. There are two ways to get the E-rate discounts. Pay the usual full amount of the bill and file for reimbursement later. This is what works for OPLIN. Or what works better for libraries is to get discounted monthly bills. The library's discount rate on those bills is based on local participation in the federal free and reduced lunch program, and that will vary with your local school district. But we've linked a chart with the current discount percentages for libraries in the video description below if you'd like to look it up. So what's OPLIN's plan? As a statewide consortium, we can do the first steps, releasing the RFP and gathering and scoring the bids. And we'll do this with library input, with library telling us what branches they want to include. The rest of the process, the contracts, requesting discounts, etc., libraries will do with OPLIN's assistance. It all begins with filling out a simple form. You'll select your library from a list and give us the physical address of the branch you want to include in the RFP. You'll do a separate form for each branch if you want to include multiple branches. And then you select one of two options. Right now, a common library system setup is to connect branches to the main or central library, the location where the OPLIN provided circuit is. So in this scenario, the library controls the network with branches behind a central firewall, often managing, say, Active Directory services across all locations. And if a branch goes down, the library then troubleshoots those problems with the provider. There is another possible scenario that we're looking to offer. Libraries can choose to connect their branches directly to the OPLIN core, just like the main library. As in the first scenario, the library still buys all the internal network equipment, the branch firewall, etc., but OPLIN monitors the uptime, just like we do for the main OPLIN connection to the library. And if the service drops, OPLIN contacts the library, does some initial troubleshooting, and if a ticket needs to be opened with a vendor, we do that and track it. So think it over. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to OPLIN support or to the email address we'll have posted in the description. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.